We're back here on Saints on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you.
All right, this week it's an away game. So I decided to do a segment this week on one of our sponsors that just always give to the community. Not only do they sponsor Saints on the Bayou, but the things that they do for the community are unbelievable, and that's St. Martin and Bourque. If you look at the close-up, I'm not sure what they call it now, but it was close-up when we went to school, the monies they give for that. We can spend a whole show on the monies that they give to people to help them out in the community. And so this week, we followed them to some schools in Terrebonne Parish, and we filed this report on what they do and what they mean to a community. As employees of St. Martin and Bourque law firm made their way into several Terrebonne Parish schools, it was obvious that joy was in the air.
Makes me feel good.
It looks like you have a great smile on your face. It brings a lot of joy, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, very much.
And the students were equally as joyful because they knew that Santa Claus and his helpers were only moments away. Proud parents and grandparents also relished in the atmosphere. But magically in the distance, his reindeer and sleigh outside, Santa appeared majestically strolling down the halls of one Terrebonne Parish school.
Hello, Santa.
Santa was given a seat, and the order of business was set into motion. Kids were called up one by one and given presents. It was obvious that all were excited. Smiles were the symbol of the day as Santa made his way to several schools with hundreds of gift bags, compliments of St. Martin and Bourque. It was a day of giving, but more than that for children who received specially hand-picked items just for them. And behind the scenes, Santa's biggest helper, Mike St. Martin, brought his own version of Rudolph.
This is Mikey. He's a 5-year-old English lab and loves children. And here's the little fella coming in to pet on him.
Want to pet Mikey?
Oh, yeah. That's a nice puppy dog. Oh, yeah. He loves little boys and girls. Oh, and he gave you a kiss.
Kids were allowed to meet Mikey, who, by the way, helped show Rudolph where kids live in our marshy area.
I can see it in your face how much joy it brings to you.
Sure. These children are having a great time. They're getting nice clothes, little backpacks, tennis shoes, and so forth. And a lot of them need those clothes. And what else is there but taking care of children?
You know, the thing that impresses me the most is on these gifts that y'all give out. It's not just random gifts. Y'all specifically get each person what they need.
Each child has been sized for footwear and for shirts and pants and hooded sweatshirts and what have you. And the teachers do a great lot towards helping to size them. And the staff at the law firm and some young ladies mostly who work with me, and my daughter-in-law Sherry, Chris's wife. So yeah, each child had shoes that fit that child.
And Santa entered more schools with, you guessed it, more gifts. Kids lined up with enthusiasm on this day when the only worldly pressure was when your name would be called.
Charlie Davis. Here we go. Welcome. Give us out a big smile.
One young boy wanted to make sure this was really Santa. And to see a multi-millionaire on the same level as these kids with hopes and dreams really tells the whole story. It's a story of kindness.
We recognize that there are those here who are less fortunate, and we are happy that we are able to come in and do something for those, especially at this time of Christmas. And to see the joy on their faces makes up for all of it.
It was a great day in a time when the world sometimes loses sight
of what life and Christmas are really about. For St. Martin and Bourque, it's simple. For those who have been given a lot, give back. This young boy and many others received a gift on a special day from some very generous people.
So you see, and throwing it to the panel, this is St. Martin and Bourque's representatives today. You know, we are really blessed. I think we live in a world sometimes where we're sheltered, so to speak.
Yeah.
We've all made a pretty good living, but they haven't forgot what it's all about, really.
Well, the bottom line is, Martin, is like much is given, much is required. You have to give back to the community. And if you are blessed, then you got to give back. I mean, that's the bottom line. Now, obviously you want to take care of your immediate family, but it's an extension of your community where you're raised. So that's why props go out to St. Martin and Bourque, what they've done, because that's what it's all about. You've been blessed, but you also want to give back. That's what you got to do throughout communities in the United States, and hopefully people think that way. It's not always that way, but that's what you have to do going forward and pass that to future generations, that they want to give back and be a part of the future and bless people who maybe are not as blessed as you.
You know, what Bobby brings up, and you have so many great people in this area that reach out, like what St. Martin and Bourque do, but also to this time of year. We all kind of remember when we were kids, certain Christmases. And, you know, for these young men and women out there, I mean, it means something to them. Also means something to their parents, too. And so thank you all for what you've done for the community. So many great groups out there that step up this time of year that don't get a lot of recognition, and they should. And so, Martin, thank you for putting that out there, too, because that was a tremendous piece.